In this workout, we're going to be going through cardio and ab and oblique exercises for random intervals of time or repetitions. Now, we haven't included a warm-up or a cool-down for this routine, so you'll want to make sure you get both of those in on your own. And none of these exercises we're doing today use any equipment other than an optional exercise mat. Our first exercise is going to be a mountain climber switch knee. Go ahead and get ready. And start up. Go ahead and drop down into a push-up position like you're going to do a mountain climber. You're just going to switch those feet one time, and then come back up, standing on one foot, driving that opposite knee up nice and high. Then kick that leg right back out, dropping back down into that mountain climber position. Switch those feet again, and then come right back up. Got a few seconds left. And let it relax. Nicely done. You got a 10-second rest before we start into round number 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Dropping back down into that push-up position, driving those knees, switching them back and forth. Make sure you're coming up using almost nothing but one leg. If you need a little extra help to get up, that's perfectly fine. But try to support yourself off of just that one leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. All right, go ahead and switch on to the next exercise, which is a rotating jackknife crunch. Go to a full extension on that body and start them up. Those legs are going to come straight up, and you're going to crunch those hands to the outside of your legs off to the left side. And then as you lay back out straight, you're kind of rolling those shoulders off to the right just a little bit. And then come right back up again to the outside of those legs off to the left, rotating those shoulder blades up off the ground as high as you possibly can. Now you want to try to keep that lower back as flat against that mat as you can the entire time, especially when you extend those arms and legs out in opposite directions. That lower back's going to want to lift up, so try to press it down as tight as possible. All right, we're going to switch sides, so you're going to bring that crunch off to the right side this time. So start up again, bring those legs straight up over top of those hips, then crunch those arms across to the right side of those legs, get a nice tight squeeze, rotating those shoulders as much as you can, then slowly let it back down before you come right back up again. Remember, try to keep those legs as straight as you possibly can, keep those arms as straight as you possibly can. You want all that motion coming from your hip joint, your shoulder joint, and those abdominal muscles crunching those shoulders and hips together. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, very good job. That is another exercise down. Our next one is a heel tap seesaw. It's a relatively quick motion, back and forth, down into almost a burpee position, but not kicking those legs all the way out. You're just trying to get those feet off the ground. Then stand it up, pop those feet off the ground again, tapping those heels together in both positions. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. Just moving back and forth, nice and quick. Getting those heels to tap in both positions. Now, you don't really have to worry about form too much because there's really no way to cheat on this exercise. You just have to get it done. Just keep alternating back and forth as quick as you can. Got just a few seconds left. All right, good job. We have one more round to go. Let's get it done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start up. Now, like I said before, there's not a whole lot you need to worry about as far as form goes. You just need to get the motion done. The main thing you do need to focus on, though, is making sure you keep your lungs open and you're keeping those muscles contracted the entire time. When you come up and those hands aren't touching anymore, make sure those arms are contracted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. This one is going to be 2 hooks, 2 knees, and a kick. So first time slow, hook, hook, knee, knee, and then kick. One more time slow, knee, knee, and kick. All right, 10 times fast. Make sure you're really pushing yourself into this one. Make sure by the time you're done with this, you don't have anything left. So make sure you're putting 100% into every single punch, every single kick, every single knee. Make sure that you're dead by the time you're done. And just 2 more cycles to go. Keep pushing it. Almost done. 1 left. Keep going. And that last kick, let it relax. All right, grab that mat, scoot it out. We've got rotating side hip raises next. This is going to challenge that balance just a little bit. Starting in a plank position. Going to roll off to one side, drop that hip, then press it up. Then roll back to that plank, off to the other side, drop that hip, and up. Just keep alternating back and forth. It's 10 total, so 5 on each side. Just keep it going. Nice full range of motion. Really try to get that hip up every single time. If this is too hard for you to do all the way out on those feet, you can always bend those knees back behind you so those feet are back behind you and do this motion off of your knee. But if you can, go off of those toes. It makes it a lot harder. And we just have 2 left to go. That's one of them, the last one facing the opposite direction. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and stand back up, kick that mat out of the way. We have one more round of that cardio kickboxing combo. 2 hooks, 2 knees, 1 kick. One more time slow. Hook, hook, knee, knee, and kick. All right, 10 times fast. And this is number 5 right here. This is halfway. Keep pushing through it. Make sure every single ounce of energy is used up. You want every single muscle through that upper body, core, and lower body contracted, burning every single calorie you possibly can. We're almost done. Just keep it going. Just 2 rounds left. One more. Really push it. And let it relax. Now our next exercise is going to be a plank step. So you're going to be holding a plank position, walking those feet in and out. Just make sure that every single round you start with an alternating foot. So you want to start with your left foot leading the first round. Second round, you start with your right foot leading and just keep alternating back and forth each set after that. And start them up. Come up to that plank position. You want a nice straight line from that shoulder down to that ankle. Keep those hips nice and low. Now watch to keep that elbow directly underneath your shoulder. If those toes start sliding back on you and those elbows start pushing out more towards your head, it's actually making it a lot more difficult to hold this plank position. So keep those elbows right underneath that shoulder. And go ahead and let it relax. It's our first round down. Let's go ahead and get ready for round number 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Now as you get more and more tired with this exercise, those hips are going to start trying to come up higher and higher, or they're going to start drooping on you. More likely than not, they're going to try to kick up in the air though. So do your best to try to keep those hips nice and low, keeping a straight line from shoulder to ankle. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Four, 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Push through it as hard as you can. Make those abs burn like crazy. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. We're moving on to a burpee plus a knee next, so you can have doing a knee motion down at the bottom. And let's start it up. Drop down to that burpee, knee to opposite elbow, so left knee to right elbow, right knee to left elbow. Just kicking it back and forth, and then pull those feet back up underneath you and jump nice and high in the center. Just keep that motion going. When you're down in that burpee position, when you're down in that push-up position, make sure you're keeping those hips nice and low. Don't let those hips kick up in the air. Now, if you start getting too tired to do this in a nice clean form, then you can always modify it just a little bit. Instead of pulling both those feet in, hopping them underneath you, you can always pull one foot in at a time. Just make sure that you alternate which foot you use every single time you come up. Now just keep that motion going, modify it if you need to, but try to push through it as hard as you can with the hardest version you can, as long as you can keep that form nice and clean. And that's Kelly's last one right there. Good job. We're moving on to our last core exercise, the Russian twist. Nice flat back. Lean back to a 45, hands straight up in front of that chest. Rotate left to right. This is going to focus on that lower back, those obliques, and those abdominal muscles all at the same time. You're also going to feel it in those hip flexors and those quadriceps, the front of that thigh. Just keep rotating back and forth. Get as much rotation on those shoulders as you can. Freezing those hands directly in front of that chest, so you don't want to swing those arms back and forth. Those arms are locked in line with those shoulders, so it's just a rotation through those shoulders. Just keep it going, a nice full range of motion. We're counting only on one side, so it's going to be 1, back, 2, and back. So keep that motion going nice and solid. Keep that back nice and flat. Don't let that lower back round. Don't let those shoulders round. We're almost done. One more. And let it relax. Nicely done. This workout is complete.